Hello everyone, it's Vel here. Today we're going to be touring the up-themed island Tepui by Alannah Crossing. So go ahead and get cozy and let's go on an adventure. When you get to the island, you are greeted by this amazing view, which is Carl and Ellie's house in the town. I think it is so beautiful, and I absolutely love that this is the first thing you see when you get to the island. She did an amazing job recreating the house with the colors along with the balloons at the top. But let's go ahead and visit the interior before we get started on our adventure. As you come in, you have to walk through the hallway and then you make it back to the living room where Carl and Ellie spent most of their time. She did such an amazing job recreating this area. The two seats that they always sit in side by side is so cute. And then if you look at the fireplace with all the bookshelves and the painting over it along with the photo of Ellie, those are such cute details that definitely make the room. Let's go ahead and head out and start heading through the town before we get started on our adventure. As we walk through this island, I want to talk about Alannah herself and talk a little bit about her thought and design process of creating this island. Alannah is a Twitch streamer from Australia. She goes by Alannah Crossing on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. They will all be linked below, so make sure to check those out. She has been part of the Animal Crossing community for a long time, and she is so talented, and I'm so happy to have the chance to tour one of her islands myself. When thinking of her island idea, she decided that she wanted to do something a little bit different. She wanted to come up with a unique theme that she had never seen done before. But she also wanted to choose a movie to base it off of. She said she absolutely loved Up as a kid and she thought it would be the perfect choice. As we walk around the town part of the island here, you see the villager houses, and she did put a lot of thought into who the villagers would be. She chose to have them resemble the characters from the movie, and for her island she had Raymond as Carl, which I think is so cute, Hamlet as Russell, Julia as Kevin, which is the perfect fit. She had Lionel as Muntz, Butch as Alpha, Mac as Beta, and Boomer as Carl as a kid, which is the cutest detail ever. Oh my goodness, his little helmet is perfect to fit that role. And then lastly, she has Ellie as Ellie, of course, and then Goldie as Doug, which works perfectly, and then Sally. Since there are so many squirrel references in the movie, she had to have one on this island, which I think is such a cute touch. She did create this island on her Twitch channel, and she actually finished this island in 20 days from restarting, which absolutely blows my mind. I could never create an island that fast, and she did such a wonderful job doing it, and I absolutely love the way it turned out. So if you want to see her design process, make sure to go check her out. But as we continue walking along, let's see what else we can find along the way. I asked her if she planned her island in any way, and she said the only planning she did was choosing villagers to resemble the characters and also deciding what areas from the movie she wanted to resemble in the island, which I think she definitely picked like some amazing spots and definitely the most prominent ones in the island, and you'll see them along the way and they are so stunning. She did say, although she didn't plan her island in any way, she did think it turned out different from what she expected. She didn't know what to expect in the end, and she said the terraforming is definitely different than she had in her mind. Which I feel like islands usually do turn out very different than from what you imagined in my experience. Alannah's favorite parts of the island are the house at the entrance, which I have to agree is so stunning, and then the other favorite spot is coming up next. Let's go ahead and walk into the zoo. One thing I loved about this island was that she didn't just focus on the present tense, she also focused on the memories that Carl and Ellie had together, and I think that is so, so sweet. Like this area at the zoo where he worked, it looks absolutely incredible. I was absolutely stunned when I saw it. And look at the little balloon stand right there where he sold balloons. This looks absolutely amazing. Another area that she threw in like this was the little picnic area, which I think is so, so sweet. I could just picture them there. But let's continue on our adventure. We're almost done with the town part of the island. As we walk up here, we get to this park, which I think is so, so cute. It feels so natural and I absolutely love it. But here you see Sally's house, which I just can't get over. I think that is the cutest thing to have her there because of the squirrel references. Maybe we'll go ahead and see her along our tour since she's not home right now. As we get further into the island, we're already starting to see the differences in the areas, which I really do love. But let's go ahead and turn back onto the road, and up next I think is where our adventure will truly begin. Let's take a little seat first and get nice and rested. Now that we're on our way, we're about to experience the jungle part for the first time. Our adventure really is just getting started. I think she did an incredible job blending the two areas of the town and the jungle. I think it looks so, so good, and I really enjoyed the view from this bridge. This jungle area is so detailed and so beautiful, and look right there, a squirrel. Let's go ahead and keep on going and look at all these details from the jungle. Up next, you see the museum as a tent, which I think is such a cute detail and such a good way to incorporate it into her island. I know some buildings are hard to incorporate, and she definitely did an amazing job with this one. When talking about inspiration, Alannah said the only inspiration she had was from the film and also the name of the island, Tepui. She named it after the mountain range that Angel Falls, aka Paradise Falls, is based off of in real life, which I thought was such a cute detail and something I definitely wouldn't have thought of myself. I didn't really think about if it was based off of anything in real life, and I absolutely love that. When talking about if she lacked inspiration, she said that she would try and push through and move to a different part of the island. That way she could kind of give her mind a break from what she was stuck on and hopefully create something else that she would enjoy. But if she really got stuck, she would take a break from the game or even play a different game, which I think both of those are so, so good and definitely help you with your creative process. I know it can be hard to create an area that you love if you're not feeling inspired. She did say that she learned a lot while creating this island. She learned a lot about herself and the style she likes to decorate in, which is something you don't really think about, I think, until you do a theme that is outside of your comfort zone. This island really limited her, and she said she couldn't use her favorite items, which I know must have been frustrating, but she still did an amazing job without them. When I asked her about some underrated items, she said the most underrated item for her is the red wind turbines and also the manhole cover. But unfortunately, you do not get to see either of those on this island. Hopefully, you'll get to see them on her next island. But those are two items that I really enjoy and definitely want to use more myself. And up next, we see Kevin's house, aka Julia, which I think is so, so cute. I wish she was out roaming around. That would have been so cute to catch her in the wild. But look at who we did run into. We ran into Doug, aka Goldie. What a cutie. Oh my goodness. But let's keep on going. And up next, we're coming up to the canyon part of the island. She did talk about some items that she had never used before in the game, and one of them you'll see right here, which is the Stonehenge along with the balloons. But this part of the island looks so, so good, and I absolutely love how she recreated the canyon from the island. I love all the rocks she used and all of the design codes here. They look incredible. let's go ahead and wander through, and hopefully we won't get too lost or run into anyone too scary. I really do like how she used these rock heads, I don't actually know what they're called, and face them the other way. That is definitely a really good way to get a plain rock in a bigger form, since we don't have that in the game. As you see, as we wander through, she put a lot of the villager houses over here of those who actually live in the canyon, which I think is such a good detail, because I know it's hard to kind of like incorporate villager houses into your theme and like get them to work, and she did such a good job incorporating it, and it's very realistic having them live there. In the canyon, she has Months, Alpha, and Beta's houses, which is so cute. As we're wandering through, I think we're about to find our way out. Let's see if we can do it and get to where our adventure ends. I asked Alannah if she had any tips for creating an island, and she said that although she's still learning herself, she thinks some good tips are to always round your terraforming and waterscaping corners when possible. It makes it look so natural, but more importantly, you should have fun and create something that you love, which I have to completely agree with those ideas. The terraforming tips definitely add so much to an island, and then creating something you love is very important, because I really don't believe that you'll love an area as much if you're not enjoying the process. But look, we finally made it to Paradise Falls, and look at Carl up there in their house. I think she did such an amazing job recreating this area, and I absolutely love the view. Look at this lookout point. But let's go ahead and get a little close up and run into Carl apparently. Oh no, I'm so sorry. But here we are. Thank you so much, Alannah, for letting me tour your island. I really did love my time here, and I did watch the movie beforehand so I could see all of the references, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Bye bye.